Shoddrick Nobles, he found himself in the middle of one of the most notorious murder cases. And trust me, you don't want to miss this one because it's part comedy and part chaos. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Carolyn for Moms for Justice. And today we are talking about Shoddrick Nobles. He is one of the most unexpected and honestly very entertaining witnesses in all of the Dan Markel murder saga. He is a Tallahassee guy who somehow kept running into Luis Rivera and Sigfredo Garcia, not once, but twice. You know, they took 2 trips from Miami down to Tallahassee with the strict orders to take a hit on Dan Markel. And they just happened to run into the same guy, this random guy in the street. I mean, they didn't know him before they came down there. So it is very interesting and a little comical. So he happens to be like in a parking lot. Shoddrick Nobles is just driving along in his car, and Sigfredo Garcia flags him down and says, "Hey, you need to get us some drugs." And he just gladly goes on off and gets drugs for him. But then on the second trip, they run into him again. Okay. And this time it's because Sigfredo Garcia had shot out the floorboard of the Prius that they're in. And here we are again. This man, Shoddrick Nobles, hanging out with them, getting them drugs again. Also arranged for their hotel, or motel, should I say, for both visits. So he's a really interesting character, guys. Anyway, he admits that he deals a little bit in drugs. In other words, would only really admit that he had gotten drugs for them, but on the stand, he seems to be quite adamant about not wanting to say that he's a drug dealer, understandably so. He does go ahead to remark that Sigfredo Garcia was very hyper, and Luis Rivera was very serious and quiet. I did get a sense, and you can check for yourself when I play the testimony, that there was a little bit of fear of Luis Rivera from Shoddrick Nobles. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Weeks later, during the second trip, Shadric bumps into him, and he is stalled on the side of the road. Sigfredo is stalled because they had shot out this floor and hit a gas line in their Prius. He ends up taking him to an auto parts place to get this hose, helps him fix the car, is back at the hotel with them. I don't want to say hotel, motel with them, and hanging out with them. It's just really, really strange. They rented a room from the Roadway Inn, which is on North Monroe Street. This is where Shadric arranged to get them the room. And let me tell you guys, Monroe Street, don't forget, Wendi had a little bit of like a Freudian slip where she said to Detective Isom in her interview, "On my way to Monroe," what she meant to say was Mosaic Restaurant, where she was going to have lunch with her friends, but she slipped in the word Monroe, which made a lot of people suspicious and thought that maybe, you know, Wendi had North Monroe Street on her mind a lot. Could it be because she knew that the hitmen were in town and staying at the Roadway Inn on North Monroe Street? So he sells them some coke, hangs out with them for a while, and somehow managed to stay completely calm in the middle of all this insanity. Something about Luis Rivera laying on the bed with a gun right on his side totally spooked out Shadric. So he's not your typical witness, and I gotta say, he's funny, street smart, and weirdly likable. All right, so we're gonna let you hear it straight from his mouth. We're about to listen to Shadric's testimony in the Garcia Magbanua double trial. It is presided over Judge James C. Hankinson, often called Hang'em Hankinson. This is because of his reputation as a fair but extremely firm judge, known to hand down long sentences to these defendants. Shadric's testimony, he has a few brief gaps because the recordings that are available had lost sound at a couple parts, but honestly, you're not going to be missing much. Almost the majority of it is here. So this portion does begin with him describing how he came to purchase drugs for Sigfredo and Luis. Take a listen.
How much cocaine was purchased?
Yeah, like 40, I think.
$40 worth?
Yeah, about 40.
Okay. And when you came back with the cocaine, were you invited into the motel room?
Yes.
By who?
Him, the person.
All right. The defendant that you previously
Yeah.
identified? All right. And was there anybody else inside the motel room when you went in there?
Yes.
Who else was in there?
His partner.
Who?
His homeboy, his partner.
His homeboy?
Yeah.
Overruled.
And was that the person that was in the photograph that I showed you, states 46?
Yes.
The shorter gentleman?
Yes.
Okay, what was he doing inside the hotel room?
Laying around.
Okay, laying on the bed?
Yeah.
Okay. What did y'all do inside the motel room that night?
Did what he sent me out to get.
Did what he sent you out to get?
Yeah.
So did you use cocaine with,
No, I didn't do it. Got a little drink. I took a little drinking.
you had a drink?
Yeah, I wasn't on the cocaine thing.
All right, and did you see anybody using cocaine in the room?
Yeah.
Who?
The guy just sent me to get it. I think they wanted her to come get the car. I think there was something wrong with the car.
There was something wrong with the car?
Yeah.
Okay. And you had 2 interactions with these guys about a month apart, is that right?
Yes.
And the time that there was something wrong with the car, was that the first time or the second time or both?
It was both times.
Both times they had car trouble?
Yeah.
All right. So the first time that they had car trouble, is that when you overheard this conversation in the motel room?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and what were they saying about the
There
car?
wasn't nothing. I just heard that she can come get the car, basically. Like, just back down.
Okay. Do you remember their exact words?
No.
Did they seem like angry about it? Like she can come get the car if she wants to get the car?
No.
Can't say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Did they identify who the woman was that they wanted to come get the car?
No.
All right. Did they tell you what the car trouble was?
No.
So they're on the phone with a woman and they're talking about wanting the woman to come get the car because they're upset that they're having car trouble, right? Well, who's the woman? Is it Katie? Well, let's say it is Katie, okay? She would have to drive 7 hours from Miami to Tallahassee to come rescue them with this car problem. So the thing that has always bothered me about this is that if the woman they're referring to is right there in Tallahassee, who could it be? Well, look, there are people out there in the YouTube world, internet sleuth land, that believe Sigfredo and Wendi had communication. Now, I have not officially made any kind of declaration about what I think about that, but what I will say is that if you're someone that follows this theory, then this would fit right in with your theory, right? Because let's say they had a point of contact in Tallahassee, and let's say it was somebody like Wendi, I'm speculating. Well, that would make sense. Get over here and help us with this car. And if that is true, and they're on the phone with Wendi, let's say, would she come? No, she's not going to come. She'd be like, this isn't my deal. And remember, this phone call is happening on the actual first trip. And that could have been enough to stop the trip in its tracks. And maybe that's why they returned, because they had a car problem and made the biggest mistake of calling Wendi asking for help. Just an idea. I am not saying that this is what's true, but yes, there are YouTubers out there that believe that there was contact between Sigfredo Garcia and Wendi Adelson. And I will just let you use your imagination on that one.
I want to fast forward you to about a month later. Did you see these men again?
Yes.
And what were the circumstances of you running into them this second time?
I observed them on the side of the road, flagging me down, saying they needed help. Can you take them to get a part for the car?
All right, they were on the side of the road?
Yeah.
What road?
Monroe.
Monroe Street?
South Monroe, yeah.
Okay. And they flagged you down, which one or both?
The taller one.
Taller guy? And was the taller guy with the same shorter gentleman
Yeah.
that you'd seen before?
Yes.
Was anybody else with them either time?
No.
All right, and what was the purpose of them flagging you down on this second occasion?
I'll get the car off the road. I need help with the car.
What was wrong with the car?
I'm not sure.
Okay, but it wouldn't run?
It wasn't moving.
All right. Did you take them or one of them to the auto parts store?
Yes.
What auto parts store was that?
That was the Advanced Auto on South Monroe.
All right. And did you go inside the Advanced Auto?
No. No.
Do you know what was purchased in the advanced auto?
Like a hose for the car.
A hose for the car?
Yeah, small
Do you
hose.
know which one of the gentlemen purchased the hose?
Guess both of them. I'm saying
Both of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so you took both of them to the auto parts store?
Yes.
All right, and you didn't go in to see which one actually paid the money for the hose?
No, ma'am.
All right. Did you take them back to their car on the side of Monroe Street?
Yes.
And did you hang around while they worked on the car?
Yes.
All right, who was doing the work on the car?
I got a taller one.
You think it was the taller one?
Yeah.
Did they ask you to do anything else for them after you helped them with the car?
Yes.
What was that?
Grabbed them a room.
All right, and did you register for a motel room for them that night?
Yes.
And you did that in your name?
Yes.
Where was that?
The roadway on North Monroe.
Okay. What kind of car did they have when you checked them into the roadway on North Monroe?
It's like a small station wagon car, gray station wagon. I don't know. It's like, not sure what it was.
Okay, but it was small?
It's like a little station wagon looking car.
Okay, do you know the make and model of that vehicle?
Ooh.
All right, have you previously seen a photograph of a vehicle that you
Yeah.
indicated was similar?
Yeah.
I'm gonna approach and show you what I've marked as States Exhibit 4. Do you recognize States 4?
Yeah.
How do you recognize it?
That's the vehicle that was actually parked outside the room, and the one that was inside the road that needed.
Is that consistent
That's
with
it.
the
It's
vehicle?
something like that right there.
Judge, I'm going to object to it. It appears that the prosecution suggested similarities between what you saw and what's in the picture. And I'll object.
Overruled.
Is the vehicle pictured in States Exhibit 4 consistent with the vehicle you saw these two gentlemen driving?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to ask you to initial that photograph anywhere. Samantha, which States 4?
Yes.
Did you have any contact with them in the motel room that night at the roadway?
No, ma'am.
Did they give you any money for assisting them with the car?
Yes. Yes.
How much?
Can't recall.
Can't
Probably
recall.
about $60 or so.
Say it again?
About 60.
$60?
About something like that, yeah.
Did they tell you why they did not want to register for the motel room in their own name?
No.
And you didn't ask?
No.
When you left the motel that night after getting the room for them, did you take a photograph of their vehicle?
I took a photograph of the tag.
Why'd you do that?
I wasn't too sure about what the hell was going on. I wanted to cover my,
Because the room was in your name? you
yeah,
mean?
I wanted, yeah.
Smart.
Cover myself.
And the picture that you took of the tag of the vehicle, do you still have that?
No, the phone's long gone.
Not
All right,
smart.
by the time law enforcement located you and interviewed you, was that photograph gone?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you shown photographic lineups in this case?
Yes.
I'm going to approach with what I've marked as States Exhibits 85 and 86. States Exhibit 86 indicates it's a photographic lineup of Sigfredo Garcia. Were you able to pick anybody out of the photos that were shown to you in this case?
Yes.
Is that your signature there on the front page?
Yes.
All right, and this indicates you selected photograph 2. There's photograph 2. Is that the photo you selected?
Yes.
All right, and that was one of the people that you interacted with?
Yes.
Both trips?
Yep.
States Exhibit 85, showing you the first page of that exhibit. Is that your signature there in States
Yeah.
85?
Yes.
Okay, and this one indicates it's a photographic lineup of Luis Rivera. Did you select photograph number 3?
Huh?
Is that the photograph you selected?
Yes.
Number 3? Okay. One moment, please. I'm approaching you now as States Exhibit 84, Mr. Nobles. And Mr. Nobles, this is a document which purports to be a record certified and authentic from the Roadway Inn at 2702 North Monroe Street in Tallahassee, Florida. Is that where you got them a room that night?
Yes.
Okay, and I want to draw your attention to the guest list here. It indicates down here on the list, Shoddrick Nobles,
Yes.
July 17th. The end is cut off there, but July 17th, oh, here it is,
2014.
to July 18th, 2014. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Judge, at this time, I'd ask to move into evidence State's Exhibit 84.
Any objection?
I'd like to review that document. Could I object to read that document as hearsay?
Overruled. Magbanua, have any objection?
No objection.
All right, it'll be admitted. You mind?
Yes, believe it.
Mr. Nobles, good afternoon. Do you know exactly what day in June that the government was referring to that you first claimed that you had contact with my client?
Do I what now?
Do you remember the day in June?
Shit, man, nope.
Well, whatever day it was, your testimony was that you were hanging out in the parking lot of a motel, correct?
No, I wasn't hanging out, coming through, driving through.
I'm sorry?
Driving through when I was flagged down by your.
You were driving through by a hotel, and was it daytime or nighttime?
Night.
I'm sorry?
Night.
Was it dark outside?
Yep.
And so someone from a motel randomly picks your car and flags you down? That's your testimony, correct?
Randomly picked me, I guess so. That's what
I'm
happened.
sorry, sir. I can't.
That's what happened. I was flagged down.
Okay, so you were flagged down. Had you ever had any previous exposure or experience with my client?
Nope.
And so he randomly flags you down and asks to buy cocaine, correct?
Yeah.
And you were more than happy to oblige, correct?
All right.
Okay. So did you have cocaine on you?
No.
Okay. So did you have to go to your stash house to get it?
What stash house?
I'm sorry?
What stash house?
Well, if you didn't have the cocaine on you, was it
I knew where to
stashed?
get it from.
You knew where to get it from?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
do.
you then went and retrieved cocaine and came back to the motel?
Yeah.
Were you alone?
No.
You were with other people,
I
correct?
was with a girl.
You were with just a girl?
Yeah.
Not a girl and two other guys?
No.
So it was just you and a girl?
Yeah.
Was her name Lakeisha?
Leticia.
Letitia? What's her last name?
Lorraine.
Lorraine? And you entered the motel room, correct?
Yeah.
And was there another gentleman in the motel room?
Yeah.
Can you describe that gentleman?
Short, stocky.
That gentleman right there, correct?
Believe it.
That gentleman right there?
Believe it.
Believe it.
Would you have, did you describe him as villainy?
Villainy.
Like he looked like a villain?
I don't know what you're talking about. That's him right there.
It's not
you
even a
ever
word.
described him as villainy?
Sustain the
That's him right there.
Wait a minute, stop. When there's an objection, stop. Kill
Yeah.
answer. I've sustained the objection.
Was he armed?
Yeah.
And by armed, I mean, did he have a gun?
It was a gun laying on the dresser.
And did he leave it laying on the dresser when you walked into the
When I
room?
came in, he got picked it up.
Okay. And what did he do when you picked it up?
Picked it up and had put it on. Like,
I'm sorry?
it's like basically picked it up.
He picked it up.
Yeah. I would pick it up too.
At any point, did you see my client with a gun that night?
No.
Would you describe that gentleman as being aggressive?
Yeah.
And by that gentleman, I mean Luis Rivera, the gentleman in the picture.
The guy right there with the gold as well. Yeah.
At any point during that evening, did they mention to you that they were there for a homicide?
Why would they do that?
Why would they flag down a random stranger to buy cocaine? I'm asking a question.
That's a good question.
Now, you claim that you've never met either my client or the gentleman in that picture before, correct?
No.
That gentleman in the picture, his name is Luis Rivera. Are you aware of that?
Thanks for telling me.
So no one had ever told you that before, sir?
That's his name, right?
Was he your source of supply of drugs from Miami?
What the fuck is he?
I'm sorry?
What the hell are you
Was he-
talking about?
Well, you're a drug dealer, right?
Hell no.
No. Well, what did you do that night? Did you go and deliver drugs to Mr. Garcia, according to your statement?
I went and got some drugs for him.
I'm sorry?
I went and got drugs for him.
So was Mr. Rivera the plug for the person that supplies you your drugs?
No. Nope.
Nope, not me.
You claim that you saw them again a month later, correct?
Yeah.
And this time it was by happenstance that once again they just ran into you on the road in Tallahassee, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy.
A coincidence, right?
Yeah. Strange.
And the government showed a document, a reservation list for motels here in Tallahassee, correct?
Yeah.
And it's your testimony that you reserved this room for, in essence, for strangers, correct?
Yeah.
You didn't reserve the room to conduct another drug transaction?
You.
No? Where do you live? Or, I'm sorry, let me rephrase the question. Where did you live at the time of, let me finish the question, I'm sorry. Where did you live on July 14th, 2014?
In my vehicle.
You lived in your vehicle?
Yeah.
And you'd agree with me that conducting a substantial, and this is a general question, but would you agree with me that conducting a substantial drug transaction in an open-air vehicle would be a stupid, stupid decision?
I believe it.
And you also indicated that you took a photograph of the tag of the car, but that photograph's no longer anywhere to be found, correct?
Nope.
Did anyone go with you to rent the room for this
Yeah.
hotel other than yourself?
Yeah, same girl.
Same girl. Letitia Vernon?
Batista Vereen.
Vereen. Give me a second. Now, you understand that there's a difference between powder cocaine and crack cocaine, correct?
Believe it.
And to convert powder cocaine to crack cocaine, you gotta have to cook it, correct?
Yeah, I guess.
You've never witnessed or observed powder cocaine being cooked to crack cocaine?
No. Have you?
No.
You didn't contact law enforcement after, I mean, you heard about the Dan Markel murder the day it occurred?
I don't know anything about that.
And you approached law enforcement in this case, correct?
No.
They called you, right?
They came and got me.
They came and got you because there was phone records on a phone that you used, correct?
All right.
That showed that there was communication between you and Luis Rivera, correct?
All right.
Do you have multiple phones? Did you have multiple phones at that time or just one?
Oh, man. So
Well,
many.
let me rephrase the question, sir. Have you ever had a throw phone, a drop phone, a burner?
You got me. What is that?
Okay, a phone, like an additional phone. You know how some people have multiple phones?
Yeah. Yes.
Have you ever had multiple phones?
Yeah, I got a couple of phones.
Okay. Did you give the phone numbers of the other phones to law enforcement?
Why would I do that?
On the June 4th trip, did Mr. Rivera threaten you with a firearm?
No.
Objection. Evidence.
Overruled.
When you went to speak to law
Did you
enforcement?
answer the question? Sure.
Yes,
Say
sir.
yes or no.
Oh, no.
He said no. Thank you.
Okay, I couldn't hear.
When you went to talk to law enforcement with regards to this, did you tell them that you sold, or your testimony is that you provided powder cocaine?
Okay, say that again.
Sure, no problem. So the cops call you, right?
They ain't called me. They came and got me.
They came, knocked on your door.
No, they ain't. They pulled up on me.
They pulled up on you.
Yeah.
Were you still living in your car?
Yeah.
Okay. So they pulled up on you and they said, we need to talk to you downtown?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it like that or a little?
Yeah.
Okay. So they take you downtown, right?
Yeah.
Did they read you your Miranda rights?
No.
Okay. And when they start asking you these questions, do you tell them that you sold powder cocaine?
Why would I do that? It's crazy.
Well, you said it today, right?
Oh, yeah. But shit, I wouldn't just volunteer that kind of issue like that.
And you'll agree with me, Mr. Nobles, that you came here under a state subpoena, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct? You have
Yeah.
to say yes because the young lady
Yeah.
said it? Okay. So you have some sort of immunity from being able to give a confession because that's what you've done. You've confessed to the members of this jury that you were involved in a drug deal, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and you know that these prosecutors, and no one from Leon County or no law enforcement officer will ever prosecute you for committing a second-degree felony based on federal,
You're
Florida
trying
statute,
to
correct?
paint that picture like I'm a drug dealer, buddy. It's not that. You can't paint no picture like that.
Okay, but by
You
your
steady
own...
trying to paint that picture, though.
Well,
That's not me.
Sir,
I'm not one of those guys. Sorry.
No worries.
Believe that.
I'm simply saying your testimony has been in June. A random stranger flags you down and you provide him with powder cocaine, yes?
Believe it.
Okay, and also well, here's the thing, you say
We're not
believe.
just going to repeat everything he said twice, Mr. Singh.
Yeah, she's trying to paint that picture, buddy.
Oh, stop. No, be quiet. It'll ask you a new question.
Give me a second, Your Honor.
You mind?
Can you go, sir? I just want to clarify something before I ask the question. Mr. Nobles, were you on probation when you spoke to the police?
Shit, I don't recall. I don't know.
Have you been on probation recently?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you violated your probation, now you're a convicted felon?
I guess. That's what you want to call it.
Well, I'm asking you, sir.
I don't know.
Well, you were on probation and you violated your probation, correct?
Yeah.
As a result of the violation, did your withhold become a conviction?
I don't know.
Judge, no further questions, and I reserve the right for you to call Mr. Noble.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Nobles, during the direct examination by Ms. Kaufman, you were asked a question. You said something about a girl, that the two guys in the room were talking to a girl because they, correct me if I'm wrong, they wanted help from the girl, right?
They want help from the girl.
All right.
Are you talking about the girl that I brought with me, right?
No. We're talking about, you said that you were in the hotel room or the motel room, and that the guys that you were in the room with were on the phone with somebody, that they needed help with a car, that they were talking to some girl. You remember that? You
They said something about the vehicle. They said she. I don't know what the conversation was about, but they were like, she can come get the car or something like that. That's what I heard.
Okay.
Overheard. There was no conversation on the phone, nothing like that. She was like, on my way out, and they were like, she can come with some shit like that.
I just wanted to make sure you knew what topic I was talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
You don't know who she is.
No.
And what they were saying was, well, we need her to come here now to help.
She can, come get that, or the car, or whatever.
All right, which would indicate somebody that's local, not somebody that's in another state.
Hey.
You don't know.
Guess as good as mine.
You don't know. Fair agreement?
I don't know.
All right. Next topic, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot here or blow you up. The cocaine.
Oh man, here we go.
All right. So, you're saying that a gentleman asked you to go get cocaine, right? You take some money, you go in,
Grab
and pick
it.
up.
Yeah.
You know where to, hear me out, to know where I'm going here. You know where to get it from is what you said, right?
Yeah.
You know people that are in the drug game.
I just know where to go get it from.
You know where to go get it.
Yeah.
You've been around cocaine before. I'm not saying you're dealing it. I'm not saying you're using it. You've been around it.
I just know what they was talking about when they said cocaine.
You know what's a big amount, what's a small amount?
Nah. I don't know anything about that.
Okay. I'm going to give you some dates here. January of 2016, you get taken to the Tallahassee Police Department, and they talk to you about this case.
Yeah.
A very short time later, you're arrested for 2 felonies here in Tallahassee, right?
Short time, like when? Some years later.
Dealing in stolen
Years later.
Are you sure?
That was years.
Do you remember when you were arrested?
Yeah, I was arrested.
And it was 2016.
Was it? Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Do you not remember? Would it help your memory if I showed you the online court docket?
Yeah, I remember.
You do remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have January of 2016, you meet with the investigators and the agents on this case. A very short time later, in 2016, you're then arrested on some felonies, and then you're put onto probation,
Now you remember.
right?
Yeah.
And at one point in time, you appear before His Honor, Judge Hankinson, on your case, right?
I do. Your guess is good as mine.
Don't remember? You're put onto probation.
I just know I was on paid probation.
All right, you're put onto probation, and then you violate probation, right?
Yeah.
And then they revoked your probation. You're no longer on probation.
No.
And now you're here testifying for the government.
Yeah. Guess.
Revoke your probation.
I don't understand what you're saying, buddy.
You admittedly, now, not saying that you're a drug dealer,
I did
but
30 days and got off probation. That's it. Did my time. So ain't nothing extra behind it.
and back to the cocaine, I know you don't like the topic, but you'll agree with me that you at least possessed cocaine. The guy asked you, gave you some money, you went to wherever you went to, you picked it up, you took possession of it. You possessing it would be a crime, right?
I don't know.
But they're not,
That's what you call it.
but they're not prosecuting you for that.
I don't know.
You're a witness for them, so you get a pass on that.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that, buddy.
I don't think anything further, Your Honor, if I can have 1 second to confer.
It's kind of crazy.
Nothing further, Your Honor, thank you.
Redirect.
At the time law enforcement came to speak to you, that was a long time after the actual, I mean, not like maybe 2 years after you sold the cocaine to these guys, right?
Right.
Okay, so there wasn't any actual cocaine to charge you with, was
Right.
there? No further questions.
Appreciate
Did you
that.
ever have a question of this witness? All right, you can step down. We need to keep him any further. What's that? All right, you're excused. Go about your business. Call your next witness.
Wasn't that funny? That was so funny. Okay, so Shadric, I don't know, like a little boy, right? Trying to get out of trouble with his mommy. It's definitely interesting, a little more lighthearted for this case. So I'm really happy that I was able to do a little episode on that. But the most important reason why I did an episode on this was because of the mention of the woman on the phone. And by the way, I want to just clarify with you all that car trouble happened on both the June trip and the July trip. So I don't want to get that confused. On the first trip when they had car trouble, I don't know to what extent the car trouble was, but it was enough on the first trip to make a phone call to a woman, and the woman we do not know. It could either be Katie, and some might even believe that it was Wendi, but we don't know that for sure. And then it is on the second trip that they actually shoot into the floor of the Prius. So just wanted to clarify that with you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure that you are liking the video, you subscribe and share it, and I will see you next time. Thank you.